Hello from Turkey, or Turkey, and today we are going to be taking one of the, I would say, least expensive and most prolific forms of transport for getting around in Turkey, which is the dolmush. Dolmus. Now, straight away, apologies for my atrocious pronunciation, which will be happening throughout this video. We are going to get a dolmush from the bus station to Selçuk from our base in Kusadasi, and we'll see how it goes. We're setting off from the bus station in Kusadasi, which is a hub for a number of coach operators which provide services throughout Turkey, and we'll be featuring one of them in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. But meantime, yep, we're on the hunt for our dolmush. So we're at the bus station in Kusadasi. Again, apologies for pronunciation issues there. And dolmus is the Turkish word that means stuffed or filled. So that perhaps gives you an idea of how spacious and how good it's going to be. But from what I can see here, they're like decent sized minibuses, aren't they? So I'm sure it'll be grand. There'll be nothing to worry about. Just yeah, it's an adventure. And the bus station in Kusadasi has a good variety of shops. There are ticket offices for the coach operators, as mentioned, and toilets, so everything that you would expect, everything except a dolmush. I think that we're still at the bus station, and actually we are still at the bus station. However, we got here and saw the dolmush leaving, so we sat for a bit, and then hunger.
I decided I was hungry, and me and hunger don't really mix, so I didn't decide to go back for lunch.
So we went back to our hotel for lunch, had a very tasty lunch, got back to the bus station just to see another dolmus for Selçuk leaving. So we're here and we're just going to stay put now.
Yes.
And hopefully it'll not be too long before we're on our way. But lunch was very good.
It was lovely.
Yeah. Right, another wee update. We were at the wrong part of the bus station. We've had a wander and we found the Selçuk dolmush, and we got help from a very friendly driver who told us it'll be along in 5 minutes and it's going to cost 90 lira, or about €2. I think we said €2.
€2.
Yeah. So we're just going to wait for 5 minutes and we will eventually be on our dolmush. And here we go. So how does this all work? Well, find your dolmus of choice. The destination will be written on the front, and give the driver your money. Some have said to use smaller denominations of notes. We used a 200 Turkish lira note, and it was no problem to get change. The fare was 180 lira. We got 20 back. That wasn't an issue. And then just get in and take your seat. And as you can see, it looks decent enough. You've got some curtains, wee bit of leg room there, and a net to keep your stuff. So nothing glamorous, but absolutely adequate, and we are on our way. As I said, we were starting off from the bus station, so it wasn't too challenging. If you're out and about, look for a big blue sign with the letter D on it. That is a dolmush stop. If you're out and about, maybe out in the outskirts a little bit more where there's less traffic, generally speaking, if you flag down the dolmush, the driver, he's going to stop for you and just hand over your cash. So it might seem a little bit daunting to begin with. Certainly that's how we found it. But once you've done it, it's an absolute doddle. We're now in downtown Kusadasi, and it's worth noting, as I said before, we paid using Turkish lira. The driver also accepted euros, so that wasn't an issue at all. In some places there is contactless payment. That wasn't the case for the dolmush that we used, but in other parts of Turkey that might be a thing. But generally speaking, if you've got cash, you're going to be fine. And from the main stop at Kusadasi, things get a little bit cozier. If you look out the window, you will spot that blue sign with the D on it. That's a dolmush stop. So after all that, let's just look out the window for a little bit. This was our first experience using the Dolmush, and I'll be perfectly honest, before coming to Turkey, I didn't even know that such a form of transport even existed. So it was a bit daunting to begin with, but once we did it, it was absolutely spot on. We're pulling into our destination of Selçuk, so I shall say if you fancy sticking around just a little bit longer, you can get our thoughts on the experience. Please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. It all does help me to keep growing the channel. I'll probably say thanks for watching at the end, but I'll say it here as well. Thanks for watching. So we're back at our accommodation, and just our thoughts on today's Dolmush experience. So first of all, price, 90 Turkish lira from Kusadasi to Selçuk, which works out at £1.60 each for a 20-kilometre, 12-mile journey. So that's excellent value for money, isn't it? I think it's good value for money.
45 minutes it took us through a city.
Yeah, it took 45 minutes, so that's pretty good. We got a wee bit lost, didn't know where we were going, but
it didn't matter, because the thing is, you speak to somebody local and they just tell you where you're going, what you need. We were in the wrong place. We thought, because where we got dropped off, we assumed we would get the Dolmus back again,
from there.
But we didn't. And he says, no, other side of the road, up the top. That was it. It didn't faze them.
Very
happy to help.
Everyone's been really helpful.
Really nice.
Yeah, they can spot a stranded idiotic tourist a mile away and are happy to offer help. And you don't need. I don't think you need, I was like panicking. Oh, here comes the Dolmus. We're going to miss it. But it just sits until it's full.
It
so
does.
You don't even have to run. So all in all, it's a great way to travel around Turkey. Maybe just for short journeys. And it's incredibly cheap. And it's just brilliant, and a great way to experience life.
Just local culture, I suppose, isn't it?
So
it was good.
This wasn't really on our list of things to do, but it's been a great experience, and we'll be using the Dolmush again.
Yes.
In the meantime,
Definitely will be.
Thanks for watching. There are memberships available for the channel if you would like early access to videos and whatever else I can think of. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.